G'day, it's Robbie again. Well, I was driving down the road in the old ute, and quite often I see junk on the side of the road and pick it up and take it in a scrap man, or use it. It's quite often really handy stuff that gets thrown out. And well, today I hit pay dirt big time. I was just coming back from going down to get some veggies and food and saw all this stuff on the side of the road. So check this out. Yeah, we've got some real goodies here. We've got some steel lintels and a big heavy aluminium lintel that would cost a fortune, and I can either use that, cut it down, use the aluminium plate, or I can melt it down and it'll be perfect. And in addition to that, we've got a carry-all rack that goes on the back of the ute, big heavy one that you could put a small motorbike on, or golf cart or something like that. Over here we've got an electric cement mixer which needs a bit of TLC, but I reckon I could do that up and then maybe move it on. And the absolute bonus, the best thing was, the guy came out and I was talking to him and he said, oh, he's moving, they're having a clean out, and then he came back with a friction disc cut-off saw, a Makita. Can you believe that? I couldn't believe it. It was amazing. I'll give you a look at that too. Incredible. How does that grab you, guys? I mean, that's amazing. I haven't got a friction cut-off saw. I just use a circular saw, with a friction disc in it, an old big one. But that'd be really super handy. And yeah, amazing. Just what people throw out. The guy was moving and he had no room for it, so he was pleased to see it go to someone that can use it. I'll get it all off the ute. Oh, there's one other thing too. I'll show you one other thing. This item here is a stand for the cut-off saw. So when you're cutting long metal, you can rest stuff on it. And I can really use that. That'd be good for the metal cutting bandsaw, as well as the friction disc working outside. So I could have the friction disc on the back of the ute and then the stand and just cut up long stuff. So yeah, super handy. Looks in really good shape, just wants a bit of a clean up. But yeah, the guy was really generous and I was blown away. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that carry-all. Must put a fair old load on the drawbar on the ute. I'll have to see what the maximum downforce allowable is, but it could be handy for putting stuff on that you can't lift up onto the back of the ute, where you've got stuff that's a bit awkward. But I don't know that it would carry a motorbike. I think that's a bit too much. I think my motorbike's at like 200 kg would be pushing it a bit, I think. But yeah, awesome. I'll get it all off and we'll have a good look at it. So yeah, the old tardy ute that I've had for like 21 years, geez, it's so handy. I mean, I normally kept vehicles for like 7 years and I got sick of them, but this is 21 years. It's got to be the most useful vehicle, honest vehicle I've ever had. Hasn't given an ounce of trouble. I wouldn't spend more than $2,000 on it in 21 years, just minor stuff. And of course, being a tray top, you can just slide stuff on, drop the side, slide on fridges or anything. Forklifts can come in from all sides. Those useless tubs that most people have on their 4x4s are just so hopeless. I mean, they're just pretend vehicles really. But this is the real McCoy, and I'll be sorry to see her go, but she's getting some rust. And I'm not sure how much longer I'll keep it, but mechanically, bloody indestructible really. And it's a diesel, it's a little turbo diesel. Okay, I'll get the gear off, we'll check it out. The stand's clever. It's got, it's extendable, that end comes out, and then the ends have got stops that flip up as well, so you can use it to actually do set lengths, or you can just use it as the rollers. So these fold up, and that acts like a stop. The whole thing, the legs fold under, button presses in, it's spring loaded, and then the legs fold up, so the whole thing reduces in length. But yeah, How's that for Freo? That's awesome. You can't vary the height though, so yeah, I'm not sure how we're going to go there. It's really, yeah. Anyway, I can make it do the job, even if I have to shorten the legs a little bit, depending on how I'm going to use it. Super handy. So that forms a ramp. Bearing in mind that's going to be up, so you can roll stuff up onto it, like wheelchairs and gophers, stuff for oldies. Yeah, pretty neat. That would have cost quite a few bob. Yeah, so my tow bar's rated at 190 kg, so that would take a gopher, I would think, okay. Maybe a little golf buggy. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'll do with this. It's certainly in good condition, and yeah, I'll have to have a tinker with this one for sure. So the end folds up, so it goes down flat when it's not being used, folds up like that when you've got something on it, and then it will fold down and make a ramp. Pretty handy. Pretty handy. I'm not sure how a standard tow bar would take it on a car. Well, he said he used it on a car, so I suppose it all depends on the downward force, but it's certainly pretty well made. Made in China, I see, but yeah, good job. Really good job. Getting the cement mixer off is going to be a bit of an issue. I've got ramps, but I'm worried about it getting away from me on the ramp, so I'm going to have to go for the engine crane for this. Lift it up a bit with the engine crane, then drive the ute out and then drop it down. You've got to be careful unloading this stuff because it can easily get away from you if it's heavy. Fridges particularly can slide on you. They can, alright to get on because you tip them over against the tray and then lift one end, but when you're trying to get them off, they can slide off the edge, hit the ground and then just pivot and crash down. I know, it's happened to me. Normally I don't take them off because I just take them down to the scrap man. But yeah, you got to think all this stuff through when you do it. So it's not worth damaging this. So I'll go for the engine crane. They're a handy device. I think I probably get enough lift on that. I think it'll go high enough. We'll soon find out. Well, there you go. I guess you've got to say that was a pretty good haul, pretty good pickup. It's amazing what people throw out. But the guy that got sick of trying to sell it, and he just put it out in the footpaths, and he was pleased to see it go, and it's going to go to a good home. I picked up some good stuff over the years, you know, bandsaw and shredder and all sorts of stuff, air compressors. People throw out just amazing stuff in Adelaide. And if you've got a ute, you can toss it on the back. That's why I'm really, had half a mind about whether I'll sell that old thing or just keep it as a backup. It's so bloody handy. Okay, well that's it from me. Another good day in Adelaide. We'll see you next time. Cheers.